Probably know by now that you shouldn't send money to an international prince who swears you've won the foreign lottery. But are you really cyber secure? I'm here with Byron Patrick, who's going to tell us how cyber criminals are stealing your information in all sorts of scary ways. So, Byron, what should our viewers be looking out for? What's new in the cyber criminal portfolio?
What's new? There's all kinds of good stuff with using drones, for example. Cyber criminals are actually using those drones to look into Windows. They can even hack the firmware of hard drives to actually read the blinky lights on hard drives and steal information. They are getting very innovative to use a lot of different methods.
Okay, and they're stealing all of this information, but what type of information is it, and what are they doing with it?
Oh, it's all kinds of information. Primarily, they want to resell it. A lot of times they just want to steal the information, sell it off in the dark web, if you will, and give it to somebody else who is then going to take that information to steal identities, steal money, do all types of things. So a lot of it's financial information, personally identifiable information that they're after.
And what about holding the information hostage? Is that something that we're still seeing a lot of?
Oh, absolutely. Ransomware has been a huge industry. It's millions of dollars, and it's happening all the time. So the diligent thing that people need to look for is a lot of ransomware comes through email. Email is the top way that it goes out. And once it grabs a hold and encrypts the data, you can no longer see it. So you have to buy some sort of cryptocurrency to then unlock it, get your data back. Hopefully, if you have backups, you don't have to buy your data back that you already own. Yeah. You can just restore from your backups. But the ransomware outbreaks are happening significantly.
Okay, so the first thing I'm hearing is back up your data.
Yes.
What else should our viewers be doing to make sure that not only their information is safe, but their clients?
Right. So obviously you need to have policies in place to discuss where data is stored, make sure that it stays in encrypted formats in secure locations, as well as training the end users, the folks reading the emails and clicking the links, into what to look for. What are the red flags? What should they not be doing? A lot of this is all about tricking the end users into letting the bad guys in, which leads to it. So I cannot recommend enough training.
So in this training, what might you want to be trained on? Like, what are the big trends? What's happening that we need to be looking out for?
Yeah, so with the training, you need to be looking at what are the ways and the methods that the hackers are convincing us to click on things. What are the latest? For example, the Equifax breach was a great opportunity. Everybody was scared, so it was really easy to send emails to trick people into clicking them because everybody was freaking out because of those types of things. So staying on top of current events, what to look for, what you should be doing, and second guessing before you click that link and potentially expose your organization to ransomware.
Yeah, I know my organization has an IT department, and I'll always go to them and say, like, is this legit? Should I be clicking on this link?
Yeah.
Is that something that you just recommend?
Oh, absolutely. If you doubt, then either ask or just delete and find another way. Like, pick up the phone. It's kind of an underrated thing, right? But, if I get an email, it looks like it's from you, but something's not quite right. Like, I'll give you a shout and say, hey, what is this? Should I believe this? So a lot of it is just really that diligence, and really, if you question it, then just move on. Find another path, because people will click and they won't ask, and maybe nothing happens, and that's what happens a lot of times with these ransomwares is you click and nothing happens, so they just move on with their day.
And they think they're safe.
Right, because nothing happened. But actually something happened, and now all of your data is being encrypted. So yes, you have to be willing to ask questions.
Okay. Are there any final thoughts that you would share with our viewers? What would maybe be your one thing, if you wanted them to walk away knowing or doing, what would it be?
One thing. Just having antivirus is not enough. There's a lot more involved. There are more tools, but I mean, I already said it, but I'm going to say it again, training. If you are not training your people, you cannot expect them to be good servants of your data.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today.
My
And
pleasure.
thank you guys. Make sure you get trained up on cybersecurity so that you can keep your information safe, and continue tuning in throughout the day and the rest of the week as we bring you more videos.